How's it? This is part two of a tips and tricks series, I guess. Just talking about how you can improve your Call of Duty gameplay, how to become a better player. It's aimed more at the newbie sort of players in the game, not so much probably the guys that are already good. But if you're already an accomplished player and you've got some decent skills, yeah, by all means stick about. Um, Tell me what you think about it. If I'm talking shit, leave a comment. But otherwise, yeah, hopefully this is going to help the newbies out there improve their gameplay. If you didn't see the part one of the commentary, which was on Plaza, that was about map navigation, then check out the link in the description. There's also a little button at the top of the screen there, which will just take you through to that. Go and check that out first of all. But if you've seen that one and you're now watching this one, then cheers for that, and I'll get straight into it. It's a bit a strange one, I suppose. This well, not strange. It's a much slower gameplay. I'm using the FAL, and it's a very conservative gameplay. So I'm keeping my distance because it's semi-automatic. So this is going to rely a lot on the trigger speed, how quickly I can actually pull that trigger. I haven't got the select fire attachment on here. It's something I tried right back at the start of the game. I thought, brilliant, this is a deadly weapon. This was before it was nerfed, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I didn't actually get on so well with it. I played a lot better when I wasn't using it, which is fine because it gives me an extra attachment. I generally tend to run 3 attachments on a lot of my weapons, but the most important attachment, not so much on the SMG side of things, but certainly LMGs, assault rifles, is going to be the stock. That enables you to strafe, and that's what this one's about. This commentary is just talking about strafing. This is going to help you improve your aim. It's another issue I had back in Black Ops 1 when I first started playing multiplayer. My aim was shocking, and it's because you get into a situation where you're using both thumbsticks. You're strafing, you're trying to move around the map, and you're also trying to look up and down and left and right, and that's a problem. You don't want to mess around with looking left and right. Keep your crosshairs up level, but waist height or so, and when you get into a gunfight situation, all you need to do is strafe left and right, and there's some brilliant examples of it in this. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So just dropping my sentry gun up there, and somebody tries to take me out there, so just hit the deck quickly so I don't get taken out. And this is my conservative gameplay, so I'm a lot less sort of rushy in this game. I'm just hanging back, and I'm letting my score streaks do a hell of a lot of the work to bring in the next score streak. So I got the sentry gun up there, that brought in the AGR, and the stealth chopper. I don't think it's too long before that comes as well. But you'll see just now, when I start shooting the enemy, I think I do it from that platform up there, I just move left and right. And it's important using the FAL because there's no automatic fire on this. I'm relying only on how quickly I can pull that trigger. So my aim's got to be on. So when I move from side to side and I'm strafing, I want those bullets to count. They need to be hitting that guy because it's a deadly weapon. I mean, this thing takes people out quickly. There comes my stealth chopper. This thing takes people out really quickly, and I apply the same stock, the same strafe movement when I'm using the MK48, which is another of my favorite weapons as far as LMGs go. It's pretty much the only LMG that I run. And I mean, as you're watching this, I'm just sort of looking at getting shot there, and it's what happens when you're using the FAL. It probably even applies, maybe not so much to TAC 45s, where you're running a semi-automatic. When you get up close, which you're going to be doing a lot more with the TAC 45, you got to make sure that you take the guys out. I get a nice little, is it a double over here? Yeah, drop 3 guys in quick succession. So it was alright. It was a good distance, and if you remember from the first video, I'm flanking, so I'm moving around the edges of the map and trying to not get too much into the center, and they weren't expecting me. Um, but I'm not under the radar on this one. On the foul, I haven't got the silencer on. The silencer really affects the ability of this weapon, so I tend to run this one unsilenced. So the guys are going to know I'm up there, so I don't get the element of surprise. But anyway, more about the strafing. I wasn't sure. I think it was in the first round there where I was hanging back at the back of that map a little bit more, and I don't know, maybe it's a bit campy in a way, but my teammates were all pushing forward, so I was just holding the back of the map. I know, guys, a typical route for this is through the water on the right-hand side of the map, coming out from that angle. So you're going to get guys running across the map, pushing for the flag there, and the same applies. It applies from both sides really, and it's a good position to take enemy out and try and push that strafing technique. So if you're trying to work it, it does work well. So yeah, capping the B domination flag, and my teammates are on there, and it just enables me to get my first score streak in. Pulls the AGR in very quickly after that. So right, where's some strafing things coming out? That's what I want to demonstrate. That comes up in a minute now. You'll see some good strafing down here. I do get a bit adventurous, so there are times where you feel comfortable pushing into the middle. I was fairly confident we had both flags, and these guys were bound to be down here in the spawn, so I'm going to push it. And I do catch them now. You'll see them down behind me. So here we go. We start to take them out. There's your strafing. There was only a slight adjustment there with a look from left to right, but pretty much I'm just moving side to side. See, side to side, side to side. And that's all you want to do, particularly with your sensitivity. Start off with a low sensitivity. So if you're struggling, don't try and go for a high sensitivity. You won't be able to whip around as quick. But when you're using a low sensitivity, then you can just make very slight adjustments between enemies. You see that strafing left and right. Unfortunately, I get shot by my own fucking sentry gun behind me, which is a bit stupid. But when you're strafing, don't touch the other thumbstick. Just move from left to right. And when you're starting out, keep that sensitivity low. Once you become accustomed to that and you're comfortable with that sensitivity, just bump it up one notch. Just go one notch at a time. So over the period of, I don't know, a month or whatever, maybe a month, a week, depending on how much you play, you'll get accustomed to each new level as you creep up. If you just jump straight from 3 to 9, 9's I think what I play on, you're going to struggle like hell. It's too much of a jump. So just do a slight increase, and you'll gradually improve your ability to deal with the higher sensitivity. But going back to where just before I got shot with my own sentry gun there, you could see how you just need to move left and right. And here is I know I run out here and I get shot because I'm pushing it with a foul, and yeah, it's not ideal for close-up combat situations like that. So that's why I was playing a little bit more cautious on this one, just hanging back there. I think there may be a few more strafing opportunities. You see how I'm just moving there, left and right, from side to side. Nice and easy, left to right. And the adjustments in actual looking, just like there, are ever so slight. And I move, and slight adjustment, and then strafe left and right, slight adjustment. And it just gets me into position. And you move left and right, and the enemy doesn't, or he struggles to shoot you. And that's what you want. So I hope that was useful. Those are the first two techniques. You've got your map navigation and that. Let me know what you think. If it helps, I hope it does. Cheers.